Hey everybody. So this week we have. Ooh, gotta make sure I. Can you imagine if I didn't have my stool and I just hey everybody and it just fell? That would be very much something I would do. I'm really excited because it's snowing, and if you're seeing this, the new signature French style stitching chisels slash pricking irons are available. This is a product that you guys asked for. I don't use French style chisels or irons. I know how, but I don't. I've always used diamond style. And there was so much demand for it that we went ahead and made them so that there's an affordable option if you want to have either matching sets or if you're a French style person and you're looking for an affordable set of French style irons or chisels, etc. So in this video, we're just going to do a brief overview. I'll show you a comparison if you've never seen the difference between French and diamond. And we'll talk about the difference between stitching chisels and pricking irons. And it'll be quick. And if you want a set, I think we made a bunch. And you can go to the link in the description and grab them. This video is, of course, sponsored by Buckle Guy because it's a Buckle Guy product. And yeah, that's about it. So let's get into it. So here we go, the whole gamut. We have the sets, 3.38, 3.85. We did the 5mm again. And you can get a set, which is a 2, 5, and 9. And you can get a single in any spacing in 2, 5, or 9, and then of course the universal single. If you look, we made the packaging French. Melissa from Dad Hands went in and gave them baguettes and striped shirts and mustaches, and I talked to my friends from in France and they said it was funny. I didn't want to offend anyone, but I wanted to make it designated as being a French style instead of the green. So we have the French flag colors, etc. We just love making the packaging, it's fun. So I have this set. When you open it up, we're going to go with the 3.38 because I know a lot of you all use much smaller stitching. And then, of course, everything. You have the Buckle Guy green here, and you go teeth first. And you can sort your chisels or toss the packaging or whatever you want. But so the difference between a traditional, more Western diamond-shaped chisel and French irons, you'll see close up how this is the diamond and this is the French style. The French style is basically just lines. The diamond shape is designed to punch completely through, and it's a little bit bigger. So it gives you room. Now most people think it leaves a bigger imprint, and sometimes it does, but if you hammer down your stitches, the diamond will close up nice and tight, and over time they both kind of look the same to me, at least. With a French style, you can use a much thinner thread and from the get-go and have a very tight stitch look. Now, what's the difference between stitching irons, pricking irons, and stitching chisels? I get it mixed up all the time, but the big difference is that one is meant to punch completely through and the other is meant just to mark. A pricking iron is meant just to be a marking tool. A stitching chisel is meant to punch all the way through. With these you can do either, you can do whichever one you'd like. So you might not be able to see it, but I've made a line here. Now to use these as pricking irons, this is how you use them as stitching chisels. You just punch all the way through and stitch. To use them as pricking irons, all we're going to do is mark like this. And this is the traditional French way of doing things, where we use these as a marking tool, and then we go back with an awl in a stitching pony, and we use this as a guide. So this is locked in the stitching pony like this, And then we use the marks that we made with an awl in one hand and then a needle in both hands. And you punch the awl through, and then you follow it up with the needle from one side, then the needle from the other side, do your loop, pull. So you could use them as both. I personally punch through everything. So let me give this a stitch. I'm going to use some Dunmore thread. This is a little bit lighter, Tech 92. I'll stitch up. These are both 3.38s, I believe. This might be 3.85. But I'll stitch them up and show you the difference in the look of the stitch. And here we go. So this is the French side. This is the diamond side. And you can see that you'll get a bit of a steeper stitch angle with the French than you will the diamond. Now for details, the angle on this is 45 degrees and the size of the tine is 2.4 millimeters. This is the 3.38 and this is the 3.85. They seem the most similar to compare to each other, so that's why I did it that way with the size thread that I used. I'm sorry about the camera. It keeps trying to focus and do its best. And so here we go. We have French style and diamond. The French style, you can see here, this is the 3.38 spacing. Now this is a 45-degree angle on the tine, and the tine is 2.4 millimeters entry. And then this is the diamond, which is just our standard diamond. But you can see how you get a much more aggressive slant with the diamond, with the French awl, than you do with the diamond. Now you still get a slant with the diamond. I like the look of the diamond personally, but if you want more of an aggressive slant, the French might be for you. And so that's it, really. They're available now. You guys asked for them and we made them. So we have, again, new packaging, not new packaging, but different packaging. French style chisels, and the Kevin at Buckle Guy, the holder, the acrylic holder that they've been selling, we updated it. It holds pencils now. It holds the brass blade holders, and there is plenty of room for 3 or 4 sets of chisels if you want to pick up one of those as well. I didn't design that. That's just something Kevin came up with that I use every day now. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy these as much as you enjoyed the diamond, as much as you've enjoyed the diamond ones. It was really fun doing the packaging on these. I know it's kind of my first foray into a product that I don't use, but there were so many people asking for it that I figured, well, I designed everything else besides the teeth. The teeth are kind of just what they are. So I did as much research as I could and went with kind of a central, comfortable degree, angle, and pitch. I think those are the terms for a French style pricking iron / stitching chisel, because you can use it as a marking tool or as a punching all the way through tool. They do come sharpened. The coating is the same coating as we use on the diamond awls, and it's like a PVD. I mean, these have been in use for 1.5 years now, almost 2 years. It wears great. They don't wear off. The tines come pre-polished and sharp and ready to go. So I'll stop with the word, the alphabet soup, and I hope you guys enjoy them. If you've been looking for a set of French chisels to try out or to get, and pick these up. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.